have to be a little thick-skinned for it.
Recent rain is now forcing many central Indiana farmers to replant crops. That comes during a critical stretch of dry weather to survey the damage and get caught up. RTV6's Katie Hines is working for you tonight, showing us how they are getting that done and what it could mean for you at the grocery store. Katie.
Melissa, we're standing in a cut wheat field right now on the city's south side, but the reason we stopped is to show you areas that clearly had standing water earlier this week. That water now gone, but in other fields across the area, it is still standing. Many central Indiana farmers, particularly those with corn and soybeans, now face a decision of whether to wait and see which of their crops will grow or to replant. And they're being forced to make a decision quickly to replant areas before more rain arrives or to take their chances with seed that has already been underwater. Chris Hendricks farms 1,000 acres in Franklin County. He splits his crops between half corn and half soybeans. He thinks he lost about 1/5 of his corn crop due to rain and cool temperatures since late April, but he anticipates needing to make a final judgment call on the status in the next few days.
As far as making a final decision on that, kind of hate to jump the gun on that too much. So, I mean, we already have that money invested and time invested, but you also don't want to not redo something that needs to be taken care of.
For right now, his plan is to replant small sections of corn around the wet spots in his field, and he isn't alone. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports more than half of Indiana's corn crop is already planted. So we asked the director of the Indiana Department of Agriculture if that would translate to higher prices at the grocery store for all of us. He says no, at least not at this point. He says that it needs to be a prolonged period of time where prices are especially high or especially low to then translate to the grocery store. Reporting live tonight, Katie Hines, RTV6.
Now, luckily for Hendricks, crop insurance will help out with any losses this year. But another challenge farmers face is low prices for their crops. We are told we are now in year 4 of dropping prices.